Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Computer Classes by Rachna. So we have already done one example of trigger along with explanation. If you have not seen that, please go back to the triggers video given in the playlist for database triggers and then come back to this example. So we'll be doing two more examples so that you become a pro in solving the trigger questions. So this question says create a table employee with employee ID, name and salary. Create a database trigger to increment the salary by 10,000 and show the message congratulations for particular employee who gets promoted today. Now we cannot create a trigger for after trigger. This cannot be created as an after trigger because we are changing the salary to some new amount. So we need to create a before trigger for incrementing the salary. In the previous example, we just displayed a message on promotion. So at that time we could create a after trigger. But here it's necessary to create a before trigger because the value of salary is also changing. All right, so we need to create a before trigger for incrementing the salary and displaying the message for employee who is to be promoted. Now let's see this example. We assume that we already have the table employee with employee ID, name and salary, and we just straight away create the trigger. So we have already created this table in the previous example. Now we are focusing only on the trigger. So set server output on is the first statement that we always use. Then we create a triggers. To create a trigger, we have create or replace trigger, and then the name of the trigger I'm taking TR3. We are using this trigger on before update of promotion date. So we are using this trigger on before update of promotion date. We have added a column promotion date on the table employee, and now before update of promotion date on EMP underscore Rachna. EMP underscore Rachna is the table name. So those who have not seen previous example will not be able to understand where this table is coming from. So this table was used in previous example. Kindly go through the previous example, then come back to this one. So we created this table EMP underscore Rachna and we added a column promotion date to it. So before update of promotion date on EMP underscore Rachna, for each row what we are doing, we are setting when promotion date equal to system date, then declare the following. So we declare two elements, two variables, vid and vname. We are taking two variables, vid and vname. So vid is also of type number, vname is of type varchar2, and we set them to new eid and new name. So this new means the rows which get selected when the promotion date is set to the system date, which means today's date. So what will happen? The variable id, eid and variable name, vname, will include eid and name of those employees who get promoted. Then we use begin section and then we write down dbms underscore output dot put underscore line congratulations employee id, then we concatenate vid named vname on your promotion today. First we display this message, after that we increment the salary. So the salary is getting incremented, the old salary is getting 10,000 added to it, and then we put this into new salary. So new salary equal to old salary plus 10,000, and this is the rule to put the colon. It's a rule to put colon before old salary and new salary. Then dbms underscore output dot put underscore line your salary, then we display the old salary, increment it to, then we display the new salary. Whenever we use old and new salary, we use colon beforehand, and then we write down end and slash. So trigger gets created. Then we have to execute this trigger. How do we execute the trigger? By updating the table name. So update emp underscore Rachna set, and then I give promotion date equal to system date where employee ID equal to 1. So to show you the table of employee that was created, was this. Now I set promotion date equal to today or system date for employee ID equal to 1. Now look at the employee ID 1. Employee ID 1 is Raman and the salary is 30,000. So the salary would be increased to 10,000. So after this, what will happen? Congratulations, employee ID 1 named Raman, on your promotion today. Your salary 30,000 incremented to 40,000 and the row gets updated. Am I clear? So this is the example where we have sent a message also and we have displayed a new value of salary also, and therefore we used before trigger, not after trigger. All right, then let's look at another example. Create table employee as shown. So now we have to follow this table and create a database trigger to display a happy birthday message to the person whose birthday happens to be today. When we insert a new row or update the table, then the trigger occurs. So the row should be inserted or created after creating the trigger, because the row that we insert should be inserted after creating the trigger, because we are displaying a message on that particular date. So we are creating a before trigger now. All right, so create a table emp underscore date of birth, and we create this table emp underscore date of birth and then name varchar 215 salary number and DOB date. So we are taking employee ID, we are taking name, we are taking salary, and we are taking date of birth. Now we are setting the value of the trigger. So set server output on and then create or replace trigger. The name of the trigger we are giving happy birthday. It's an after trigger we are using, so after insert or update on. So when the row will be updated, after that the values would be changed, and that's why I said that we need to add the rows later on after the trigger. So first we will create the trigger and after that we will add the rows. So after insert or update on, and then we give emp underscore date of birth, which is the table name, and then for each row declare v underscore today underscore mmdd. So which means we are talking about today's month and day, and then we are talking about the date of birth, month and day. If you notice, whenever we talk about the system date, it will take month also, it will take day also, and it will take year also. So we have to extract the month and day, because year would never be same. Your birth date, your actual date of birth will include some different year, and every day when your birthday comes, the year gets changed. So we need to access only the month and the date. We do not need to access the year. So we have to extract that from the system date and the date, which is the date of birth. So we have to extract the date of birth, month and day, and we have to extract today's today's date, month and day. So month and date. So we get the month and day of today's date. So select, and then there's a function which is called as toChar. So we are converting the system date into character. So select toChar, and then we need to change the system from the system date. We need to extract it in the order month and day, and we need to put it into v underscore today month day. So this is a variable that we have created. So we extracted the month and day from the system date, and we are putting it to variable today month and date from dual. This is the syntax. Then we get the month and day of employee's date of birth. So one date we have as system date and one date we have as employee's date of birth. So we select. Now since the employee date of birth will be added, so it will be new. So colon new dot date of birth, and from there we will again make it toChar to convert it into characters, month and day, and then we will put it into variable date of birth, month and day. So one is variable for today's date, month and day, and another is date of birth, month and day. So we put these values into these variables and then we compare them. So we check if they are same. So if v underscore today underscore month day is equal to v underscore date of birth month day, then happy birthday to employee ID, and then we give the ID new dot eid and name new dot name, and then end if end. So the funda is that we have to compare system date and the date of birth, but year would be different, so we extract only the month and the day and we compare it. If it is same, then we will wish the person happy birthday. So then we have to execute it. For that we insert rows. So insert into emp underscore date of birth underscore values, then 1 Ridhima 50,000 9 December 2000. Now see, I have mentioned in the previous example that these programs were run on 9 December 2025 and the date of birth of the person is 9 December 2000. So the 9 December is same. So we extract this from the date of birth and we extract this from the system date. So it would be same. System date would give 9 December and date of birth will also give 9 December. Since it is same, it will display happy birthday. So see the result, happy birthday to employee ID 1 Ridhima. Then we create the next row, insert into table name and to Ashish 40,000 1st January. Since it is not 1st January, so it is not same. So nothing will happen, row will be created. In the first case, happy birthday was shown and row was also created. Then we create another row. So employee ID 3 Shrikant 80,000, again 9 December. Since this is also same as the system date, so it will display happy birthday to employee ID 3 Shrikant. Another row will be created. Then we give 12th December. So no change, only row will be added. Then we give 10th December, no change, the row will be added. Then we give another 13 December, no change, row will be added. Then we add another Varun 75,000 9 December 1985. Again, it's same 9 December, so happy birthday to the employee Varun, and the row will be created. So this is how we have created a database trigger. As soon as we enter the date, it will compare it with the system date. If it is same, it will extract the, how will it compare? It will extract only the month and the day. It will not extract the year because year will be different. So if it's the birthday of the employee, it will wish them. All right, so this is how we have created the trigger. I think these are good enough examples for you. I hope you have understood. Kindly like and subscribe the video. So like and subscribe my channel, like the video if you have understood. Thank you.